Okay, hello gamers, and welcome. I'm in my comfy room here, wrapped up in my blanket, and I'm getting ready to start my Dungeons and Dragons. So let's launch here and go meet up with everybody else. All right, so over the week we had some chats in the RP and in the thing. Even though we were mid battle, there was some dream sequences.
It was just a brief dream. It was a good dream, you have to admit.
A daydream sequence. There was some conversations that happened. There was another mention of there was another, essentially a very clear cut call for me to have added that recap channel, which I don't know. Maybe I'll do it for the next adventure. This is like
Oh yeah, not this far along. Yeah.
yeah. I love the I'll transform into the I'll polymorph into the T-Rex of Theros. At which point I said, well, they don't have T-Rexes in Theros, so I'll just get something that's the same. CR, that's a beast, right? And I'm like, a huge giant crab. It's a giant crab.
It's huge giant crab.
That's huge.
As opposed to the miniature giant crabs. Because we get those too.
Yeah, I do remember the miniature giant as well, which is another way to call a dwarf. So we have so we had that discussion, and then we had the daydream sequence, and let's see if I here we go. Argos falls into a brief daydream wherein he emerges undrowned from the sea, riding a huge giant crab, blowing his war horn at the head of a water-breathing army of crab-riding minotaurs bound for glory. A wistful tear leaks from his eye.
God, it sounds so good when you say it.
Beautiful.
I should have been a writer, you guys. I'm telling you. That's a sentence. I don't know if it's grammatically correct, but it's still a sentence.
Yeah, so
it's still a sentence.
So for that, as we imagine that, I want us to be.
Yes. You should see where I'm making where I'm blowing the horn from.
Did you just fart in the microphone?
No, I have some sound cues, so.
And then if you really wanted to visualize it, I imagine the crabs are walking sideways because that's kind of how crabs walk. So the minotaurs would be riding them as if they were chariots, like riding them standing up with the reins in their hands.
They're going sideways?
Yeah, but the crabs are moving sideways.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, that's the only way to ride a crab.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when it's if you had huge giant lobsters you were riding, you would have to have reversible saddles.
Yes, because they move very quickly in the direction you don't think they can move very quickly in.
Because they crawl forwards, but they swim backwards, and that's why their eyes are the way they are, so they can see both ways.
Oh yeah, they can swim backwards, huh?
They not just can. That's the only way they can swim.
That's the only way they can. Yeah, their tail.
So
I think it's only appropriate that Argos is surrounded by crabs.
I mean,
it's in the end it's a cautionary tale because he went to the doctor and the doctor said he had crabs and he misunderstood.
You wonder why I'm the world's only shaved minotaur. Well, this is why.
Oh God.
Oh God, it's like a baby down there. Just a full. Well,
the thing about a minotaur is he's all fur. So I mean, you get some crabs in one place, they spread.
Actually, very interestingly, the hair you have in certain parts of your body is different from the hair you have in others. and I believe the crabs, they specifically get stuck on one kind of hair and can't move in the other,
Huh.
which means that while they might not spread across the body, if let's say somebody else with a beard goes down there, it would move up to the beard because
Oh
it's
yeah,
the
he's
same.
definitely got crabs in the beard.
Yeah,
You know way
it's
too
the
much about this, Ed.
it's the same kind of hair.
Rich, you can say that for a lot of things. As you come to learn and know Eddie a lot more, he knows obscure random ass shit. That's usually associated with lewd things or grotesque things.
Look, when I was
It's
young,
quite his specialty.
when I was young and I was very curious about the world, I found out that people would write things online and they it
Didn't
was
think
just
before they actually started typing. Yeah, I
yeah,
know.
yeah. So for example, when I was in middle school, I came across a website that had
Oh god.
explicit detail and on how to love your dog. And by that I
Oh,
mean it had the steps, it had what would happen during and after. I learned about the knot and everything from there. It was an extreme amount of information from somebody who was definitely well versed in it. That I don't think a 12-year-old should ever read.
You
Um,
don't say.
I
That was the dawn of the internet.
and it was just all there. AOL just had like you just had access to the like the alt binaries, which means you just had access to everything. It was my first find of a lot of fan fiction. It was through that, and it was all unrestricted, all hidden. Nobody knew who was doing what, and so it was completely and 100% unbridled, and it was a hellscape for a young mind. So I'm kind of glad that a lot of kids today aren't suffering through that, but at the same time, I'm kind of disappointed that they're instead stuck with just toxic, misogynistic porn.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is
basically they have such a different realm of
They just
of downloadability. Oh my
yeah,
god.
yeah, like because
Back in the 90s, it was like you take 10 minutes to download like 5 seconds.
oh yeah. Oh,
yeah, I was because I have a son. He's 17 now, and when he was in kindergarten, he told me about how the kindergartners would pull up porn on their cell phones.
Oh my god.
So
No. That's insane.
yeah, so just so that we can all be clear, kids nowadays are on a completely different level than we were
I'll
oh
be
yeah.
I'll
when we
be
were
honest with
kids.
you. So I'm obviously very much younger than you guys, right?
Yeah,
But I also grew up without having the cell phone.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I kind of get I kind of get this mix mash, and I'm sure Josue can vouch for this as well, at least a little bit. Is we get this like mix mash of, hey, a little bit of our early lives was without like extreme technology like we have now, but we grew up in our early or mid childhood with this new technology. So we grew up learning this.
yeah,
And I get this weird thing where like weird mentality towards all of this is like when I grew up, I wasn't allowed to have a cell phone. You probably hear that a lot, things like that is, but when I say I wasn't allowed to have a cell phone, I'm talking like the fucking jukebox where it was like the phone that flips out sideways was the fucking cool shit.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah, I remember
yeah.
Like like we were using flip phones. Like you were a rich kid if you had a BlackBerry, all right? Uh
Yeah,
um
my mom
it was
worked 3 jobs, and I'm very much in a similar way where I was in middle school really when at the height of internet popularity. And so like in the 90s. And so for me, because my mom worked so much, like I was the rich kid kind of like in my middle school, in the sense that I had a computer at home.
Oh,
Yeah, like
nice.
yeah, I had and before that, when I was in elementary school, I had a word processor.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
I had a green black monitor word processor that I would type my essays on in 5th grade. And so I was the only
Wow,
kid
those were
turning in.
so expensive back then. It's crazy.
Yeah, so I was the only kid and she bought it. Well, she bought it used. Like she got it like from a friend who like he got a computer. He gave her the word processor. It didn't even use floppy disks. It used like a cassette to store memory. And I typed up. I was the only kid submitting typed essays at school.
Nice.
And the way it worked, like for you to bold and italicize stuff was the same way that HTML does it. So when I went to learn HTML, I'm like, oh, I get this. I learned this when I was in 5th grade using a word processor.
So
why
did
is
the
this?
people that created HTML, I guess.
Yeah, and I'm just like sitting there going, why is this so hard for people? um,
But yeah, so
for everybody in the class.
but yeah, so got a little sidetracked there on
Yeah, sorry.
technology, but for those of you guys that are talking or from Eddie's son, like his perspective, like from my perspective, like we were still using porn mags, like I was
Back
young
in
enough that
my goodness.
like I was still the age where I was still hiding porn mags under the bed or in my bed cushion or under the mattress, you know,
Yep.
like, or I'd sneak out, or not just like porn mags, but I'd steal a Victoria's Secret magazine from my mom or some shit, you know,
Mhm.
petty small stuff. We don't have like
Yeah,
internet
yeah.
wasn't really that big of a
Yeah,
thing necessarily for the public.
Yeah, that was my elementary school. I stole my cousin's international Playboy, and it wasn't until later that I found out that it was the all transsexual edition of Playboy.
Oh
Um,
shit.
Wow, that was groundbreaking shit back then.
so it was all men who had plastic surgery to look like women, and they looked amazing, by the way. Like this was like really good late 80s plastic surgery, and I don't
Oh my
know
God.
if it influenced me at all, but
Yeah, right. I was about to
It
say.
sounds like it did.
That's a real good.
The fact that you're not
really
sure
nice
means that yes, it did.
influencer.
but the fact that I totally want to be a pretty girl
How does that go over well, or how does that go over with your wife?
She has explicitly said that the only way she could be with a girl is if the girl was a guy. So,
That works just fine.
Well, there you go.
It's an interesting thought process to have. It sounds like you got a winner.
Yes, it's yeah. My wife is very straight, so it's she's very cishet. But she doesn't, she doesn't like dismiss people because she doesn't she's not like anti-trans because she doesn't go like, oh, like I'm not gonna like a trans man or something, but she's like it has to be I don't know, like for her, like I think she just really likes penis, and so for like
It works out for you.
That would
Yes.
explain heterosexuality there.
yes
Yeah.
yes it's all right. I I love the work that I did on the faces for my model, by the way. So every time I'm laughing here, it's like it's such a fun. And if anybody hasn't seen the angry face yet, oh my God, look at this thing. Okay, all right. We have Doc in the audience, by the way, guys. So everybody say, hey, Doc.
What up,
Hey,
Doc?
Hey, Doc.
So
Alright.
Doc was local. So all right. So we had just a quick recap. We had the fight. Everybody went down. Well, not everybody. All the monsters kind of went down except for the actual golem. And then a phoenix showed up. Well, the earthquake happened. Heliod's stars disappeared. Valerian said, "Haha, I can now go and ascend." But before he could, a phoenix shows up, glowing white, reviving people everywhere. And he goes, "Oh, hell no, you're not going to become a god before I do," and stabbed it through its heart. With a giant spear. The heart
That
landed
he pulled out of
somewhere.
his ass, apparently.
Well, he does have certain powers you guys don't. And he is a warlock. So that's
Yeah,
one
I'm
of
not
their
questioning
things.
that part of it. Not at all. Makes sense.
And the heart landed somewhere in the middle of town square, and you guys have
And the spear, apparently.
yeah. And you guys have a bunch of revivified monsters and a second chance to save the civilians. Something you guys don't normally have.
We
I
don't
also
normally
want to
get the
call
second
bullshit,
chance.
because I don't think Valerian has proficiency with martial weapons. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should have missed.
That's the concern. And then I just slowly move his hex blade.
Well, yeah, it's like, but the funny thing is like everybody, the common misconception in D&D is, oh, I have to have proficiency with this weapon in order to be able to use this weapon.
Oh yeah,
If I don't have proficiency, I guess I'm just stuck using my hands and punching things. No,
Yeah.
you can pick up a fucking sword and swing it. You're not gonna get +3 to it,
Yeah,
but you're gonna fucking swing that sword.
Yeah, you just don't get your proficiency bonus. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get very, very valid point. Let's go. So I'm gonna remove all churns, and we're going to reapply our churns because that was what was decided.
We already
I already
re-rolled.
Oh,
That
okay.
was what the last thing we did
Yeah,
before.
well, but I didn't, so I'm gonna. No, we didn't. Oh, before I came on, maybe, but I did not.
No, before at the end of the last game, we all re-rolled our initiative.
Oh,
I
didn't.
didn't.
I didn't, and I didn't re-roll the monsters initiatives either. So,
I think I forgot Moon as well.
Yeah, but you guys can go ahead and re-add because I see the 19.12, the 10, and the 18. So you guys can go ahead and re-add that if you want right now. Okay.
Okay. I'd like to keep that 19.
Yeah. So you guys can go for that.
Wait, what?
So just
the turn order's gone. I don't. What are you talking about?
In the chat.
Yeah,
The
I'm looking at the backlog and I saw the backlog there, and I'm okay with that. That's fine. It's rolled over there, so you can go ahead and do that. I'm not gonna worry.
I'm gonna roll a new initiative, but then I'm just gonna replace it with the 19.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, how do you replace it?
Oh, you just click. You guys can click on it, and
Yeah, you can edit your own thing.
which is cool that somebody found that out. I really appreciate that because it saves me from having to deal with everything.
Good, I'm not the first person to go.
All right, where's my?
Why aren't you letting me update
I've
this?
never seen that. Huh.
One, not. It is not letting me replace my. There it goes.
It might have been like because people were adding or I was adding my stuff at the same time.
Okay.
Okay, let's see here. Yeah, so I got really excited making Valerian because I was happily having him follow
What Eddie's trying to say here is he's been metaphorically jerking himself off this entire time.
With building Valerian, yeah. He has been getting adventures along with you guys, so he has feats.
He's got his own piety system.
Yeah. Actually, yes, that's also true. Ah, I see. So, cool. So I can do that. All right, cool. Oh, does it add its own? No, it rolls. Okay, so I have to click on it and do it. There we go. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit the bathroom before we start.
Yeah, go for it. Bathroom, 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 bathroom. Okay, and then there's a brilliant second. There's
Oh yeah, which I think I had Ice Knife as my spell for this day.
yes, you did.
I should write that down.
All right, and then the people. Oh wow.
Oh, good. Yay. Go early, people. Good revivified humans.
They're ready to run.
They're like, we were just dead and we are going to run. So at the we'll wait until Rich gets back. He unfortunately, even when he's here, misses some things. Like a bunch of people revivifying.
Yeah.
Well, not exactly revivify. I was just using the term because they were they were not like crossed over into the afterlife dead. They were dead. So
Yeah. But we can assume they're not at full health. I mean, they weren't like resurrected or whatever.
yeah, but they're not at one. Not everybody's not at one.
Yeah.
The way I had done it was specifically this is the thing. The Phoenix was going to show up regardless, but I had designed the Awakening with the idea that there was a small chance that one of you guys might have gone down.
Yeah, I mean, there's more than a small chance. This fight could have gone really poorly for us.
Wait, you designed the what?
He expected somebody to die, so he designed a way so that we would be
Oh.
revived for the final fight.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Yeah. So it was meant to be it was meant to be dramatic regardless of what happened, and the earthquake was just a matter of rounds. So
I'll tell you what, Moon's at 1 hit point, by the way, and I kind of wish that Moon went down because then Moon would have been revived at full hit points.
Quick, someone shoot!
He's at 10 hit
someone
points,
shoot him!
Still.
all right. So at the beginning of so there was a collapse in the tunnel. So at the beginning of the round, we have Orange Julius blast the tunnel open.
Julius,
and
did you see what happened to the Phoenix?
And he comes out and he goes, "Okay, good. People are still alive. Come into the tunnel." And then he goes, "Ah, I see everybody's here. And what happened with Valerian? Did he go down?"
No,
he killed the Phoenix.
He threw a spear through the heart of a phoenix and brought back these creatures. We're going to finish this here, and then we're going straight to the town square.
Not correct. The Phoenix brought back these creatures. Valerian killed the Phoenix.
So you guys are arguing over that, and you just see Julius get like confused, and he kind of goes cross-eyed, and
the point is we're going to rally on the town square.
He goes, okay, and so he's waving people in, and we have disengage. Oh wait, hold on. This person's gonna need to run. He's gonna disengage. Hold on. Actually, he can move here, disengage, run across. This guy is gonna go here, and he's gonna double move and go away. Do I have... what other people do I have? Just the two in the middle? Does anybody else... does anybody else see any more people, just in case?
I think it's just those extra two.
Alright, so this guy's gonna disengage. Let's see, 15 and 30. This guy's also gonna disengage and end up over here. Alright, so the people did their turn. Argos.
All right. I'm going to try and take these guys out as quickly as I can. You guys figure out what you're going to do. Argos takes a step here, which shouldn't leave their area of attack.
Well, and that's 5 feet. That does leave their area of attack. They are not... they're using axes, they're not using reach weapons. So you can move back. I will let you know they are not using reach weapons. So... it's something that's very visible. So I'm allowing you to understand that information. So
okay.
Hey Eddie, with a passive perception of 23, what do they look like? I'm just kidding.
Is the Colossus back now?
The golem, the anvil rot cyclops never went down, so it still has all of the damage that it's taken.
Okay, but I was asking because it got banished. Did it come back?
Oh right, because it's still banished. I'm at 3 counts with it, so
okay.
Yeah, I'm at 3 counts. I don't think Ardanis took any damage. So no, yeah, it's still at full damage, and it still doesn't exist as long as Ardanis is, or no, it's Gary who did it, right? So
yeah, Gary.
Yeah. So Gary, as long as Gary is concentrating and alive, he will stay banished.
All right. Argos is going to do the same thing. He's not going to step though. He's going to cast Thunder Step, and as part of that, before the spell casts, he gets to move up to 10 feet. But he's just going to move 5 feet to put him in that square. And then he's going to Thunder Step and spend 1 sorcery point to convert the damage. I don't need to convert the ice damage for these big guys. We figured that out, right?
Incorrect. They were coming back.
Okay, then I'm going to spend the point to switch that to ice damage. So you see Argos. He's picked up by a frosty gust of wind, a little whirlwind that swirls him into the next square over, and then he blasts out in a snowflake explosion. Ooh. Which will get it's going to get everybody around me. And they're also going to take an additional 4 points of lightning damage because I don't think I can change that damage type.
It's 10, right?
What is
the range of the explosion?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it'll hit the 2 on the ground here and the Cyclops, but avoid your allies. Cool.
Yep, and then for my movement, I can move up to 90 feet. And I'm going to move over here.
Holy
Try
crap.
And draw.
Do you see these double crits?
I do see those double crits, and it doesn't make me very happy. But it was a decent Thunder Step anyways. It was worth the spell slot.
At least they get their cold damage on them.
Yep.
Yeah. The Cyclops though with a +5 gets a 13. So.
It balances, I guess.
So half of 27 is 14.
Yep.
14 cold damage plus 4 lightning damage to each of them.
Okay. And it's +4 lightning.
Mm-hmm. As after it's like thunder snow, he explodes in a cloud of thunder snow with little snowflakes and lightning going everywhere.
Nice. Okay. So all that damage happens, and I assign the blue dot of not getting back up when they die to these guys here. All right, so
Oh, we have to do that again? That's lame.
So you use your bonus action and your action. And you
I did not use a bonus action, but I'm not going to.
Oh no. The your movement before you cast a spell is a bonus.
Oh
action.
yeah, it is the bonus action. That's right.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah. I wasn't going to use it anyways because I just wanted to teleport to there.
All right. Moon.
All right.
So we know they don't have 1 hit point, and we know they got revived with at least 18 hit points.
Actually, the Cyclops took 31.
There you go.
I guess Moon will attack this guy. Are these still entrapped on these ball bearings or something? What's going on with these guys?
Yeah, so that's the other thing. All of these guys are on the ground because they haven't gotten up yet. So
Gotcha.
the pink is the ball bearings, so everything in pink has to watch out for ball bearings. Which I have to say, for something that got handed to Carrie a long time ago, by Thorn, I think this is kind of great that it's being used so effectively here.
So prone doesn't prevent you from being able to do attacks of opportunity, does it?
No, it does not. But hold on.
It does impose disadvantage if you're trying to attack from the ground.
Yeah, it's disadvantage for them to attack, and it's disadvantage to attack ranged on them. But
advantage to hit them in melee.
Yeah, so since everything is prone, Moon will have advantage on the attacks. No matter who he chooses.
Okay.
And if Moon can see me, he can grab 6 temporary hit points as well.
Right.
Which is why I put myself right in the center of the fight, so that no matter who you are, you can see me.
I think Moon's gonna try and work his way around.
Okay.
That does give you an opportunity, I guess.
Yeah, he's gonna take it. He's waking up. He's just lashing out at everything. He's gonna swing an axe with disadvantage. 16.
Yeah.
It's 14.
Yeah, Moon's down.
Okay.
Moon.
The Brilliant Cyclops is still banished. Xeon.
Give me 1 second.
No problem.
I'm looking for. There we go. How does reviving Moon work again? I never remember how this works.
This is the one time of year that I ever watch basketball, and I'm always like, wow, I should watch basketball more. It's really fun. And then I never watch basketball.
Uh, I usually only watch football during the World Cup, so
Yeah, well, that I follow Premier League and I follow most of the
Is it a
international
full
soccer.
action,
mm.
Eddie?
Huh? Sorry, say that again.
Is it a full action?
We can only be after 10 years baking. You can spend an action to bring. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah. Okay. um.
And you have to be within 30 feet of them.
hmm
So, which way is the town center from where we are? Which
Good
direction?
question.
Oh, it's gonna be uh that way.
Cool.
Which is the direction that Valerian had been flying off in to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Do I need? I guess I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do bonus action. Zephyr Strike. And then I will um I'm gonna make my first attack on this guy, I guess.
Are any of you guys bloodied, by the way? Just so.
No.
Okay.
I am.
You
No.
are?
I am. Yeah.
Okay.
I had to do
Okay.
some quick math in my head there.
Okay. Alright, but you're you're unfortunately within range of Gary, so if you move out of range and then into range of Gary, while bloodied, I can use this stunt. Which allows him to make a medicine skill check to beat yours, and he gets to heal you 2d8 plus 1d6 plus 3. And if he rolls really well on his medicine check, you also get a +1 bonus to your saving throw for every 5 that he beats. 12 plus half your level.
Nice.
Okay, which one's that one against?
The top
I
Minotaur.
mentioned it. It's the top
Oh,
one.
okay, thank you.
The this guy.
Okay, cool. That is a critical hit.
Nice throw, Xeon.
Let's see.
It's the same as the giant damage, I think. Or no,
32 plus 8, 33 plus 9. Yep,
almost
that's the same. No, it's exact. It is the same.
Yeah. One less on one more on the other. Actually, no, it's bigger. It's bigger on the
Oh yeah.
normal by 2, technically.
The one time.
Yeah, it's a yeah, that's the full damage right there, right? So that's 42 on that attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the you said they weren't giants, so it's just the
Yeah.
normal.
Yep. All right. Cool beans.
And then one or sorry, teleport 10 feet.
Mhm.
Then this guy.
Okay. 23 hits. Minus 28. Okay.
And then the Cyclops here.
Okay.
Actually, I wanted it there, but the Cyclops here, with another 10 feet. With the fucking Christ.
Even with the advantage of that misses.
All right. Well, I wanted to use it on him. The Zephyr Strike.
Oh,
But
okay.
it misses, so whatever. There goes the extra damage. I move 30 feet from the Zephyr Strike, and then I move 40. Is it 40 feet? Yeah, 40 feet off the map.
Okay.
Towards center of town.
Before you end your round, well, I guess I can't tell you that. You ran off. All right.
Okay.
And if any of you are curious, yes, that's a total of 100 feet of movement in one round.
Yeah.
All right. That's it.
We'll see you in the town square.
So the Venom Tars that came back to life, you see them as they start to get up. Their wounds begin to kind of like seal up a bit as their blood kind of closes. Let's see. Let's start from the top. He tries to get up and falls back down. The second one tries to get up and falls back down. Gary, those ball bearings are pulling weight, and then the third one gets up
Yeah.
on the hill here, and he is going to perceive. So give me a moment here.
He will see.
Yes. Okay. So he looks around and he's kind of like dumbstruck. He's no longer under. So he's gonna like look around. He sees kind of like Moon laying next to him, and he's just gonna go like, in Minotaur, what is going on? Cyclops' turn. This guy is going to take a swing at Gary. 2 great club swings. 24 and 17. So on the 24, Gary is going to react, and he needs to roll a d20 plus a d8 plus 4. Okay. So Gary needs to try and beat a 24 attack, okay?
Okay.
So, let's see here. 14, and then, what did I say, a d8? Yeah, plus 4. So he's at 18 with the plus 4. 7, 25. Okay, so as the club comes down, you see Gary kind of like disappear, and what you see is his clothes are there wrapped around a wooden dummy that kind of looks like him, and that gets crushed as Gary takes no damage and teleports 60 feet away.
I like it. That kid's just full of tricks. I wonder when he's learned all this stuff. It's amazing. I love this guy.
You'd make a great blood hunter.
And he teleports and he goes, Misty Step revised. Missed Step.
I love it, Gary.
That causes the second attack to automatically miss. This Cyclops steps up towards Thorn. He makes a couple of attacks, 23 and 28.
Yeah, both hit.
Okay. That's 30, 40 damage.
Yep.
Ow.
This one over here is going to pick up the befuddled Minotaur and throw
it at me.
At Argos.
Actually. Yeah, can I catch him? I did that trick once. Can I try it again?
Let's see.
Use my reaction to try and do an athletics or something to catch him.
Let me see here. Depends on whether he crits or not. He didn't crit, so yes.
Sweet. Argo says, "Brother, I will catch you."
Yeah. So first of all, would an 18 hit you?
No.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So he gets hurtled towards you, and you manage to because he's big. Even though you have strength, the leverage is kind of awkward. So the most you can do is just kind of like grab him and kind of like you can either redirect him or keep him going.
I'm gonna push him into the ball bearings in front of me.
Okay, so you redirect him so that he lands there instead. Got it. So he's on the ground, and let's see. And then this one over here moves up behind you.
Uh-oh.
Does a couple of club swings while you're doing that. For 23 and 13.
23 hits me.
Okay.
And I've already used my reaction, but I can block it, and I'm going to block it.
All right, because otherwise it'll be 24.
Yeah.
Ouch.
And 17 does not beat 23, so I'll just take the 12 damage instead.
Okay. All right. And now we have Ardonis.
Huge giant crab time.
All right. Let me grab that real quick.
Let me grab my spare huge giant crab token.
Giant crab.
We'll go with a blue one for you because of your skin color. So just so that we can be clear on what size this is, everybody. So if we get size categories 5e, all right? You have medium, which is 5 by 5, large is 10 by 10, and huge is 15 by 15, okay? So that means we put this at 3 squares.
Okay,
all right,
yeah.
we put that in the middle. Here we're gonna just move Ardonis to the side real quick, okay? So you're just there temporarily.
Right.
And this is where you were at, I believe. Yeah. And then we're going to click here, and we're just going to assign this to be controlled by Ardonis. And huge.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, that's a really pretty crab.
It is a gorgeous crab.
So you are now a huge giant crab. The stats are in the Discord for you to use. I didn't set up a thing because I was busy working, so you'll just have to do some manual
come on.
rolls.
Working to make money and supporting a family. You can get a better excuse than that. Come on.
Actually, not only working, I've been having to do overtime. It's been a whole thing.
You've had a fun week then, I guess.
Yeah. I had to let's see, when was that? It was on Tuesday. I had to deal with a transphobe at my job. And he came up and he just started spouting all these things about how trans people are abominations.
Just unsolicited.
Yeah, like
Just
that's
randomly.
not a common opinion that you just go around unsolicited.
And that he is a pastor. So I have my theories as to why he decided to start saying that to me, but I very much the conversation wasn't there. The conversation was, where is this package going? And he said that we shouldn't be paying for trans people to be getting surgeries in the military, and that they are abominations against God. Not that trans people bothers him.
Of course. But out of
Yeah.
respect for the common morality, it just simply.
Yeah. So, but he's also a pastor in our local area, so that is so much fun. Yay. Anyways, you're a huge giant crab. That is your action, I believe. And I don't think the giant crab gets a bonus action. So,
But I can move, right?
yes, you would be able to move. You get to use the crab's movement, which is 30 feet, and you're also immune to charmed, frightened, and paralyzed. I assume you're choosing to have your clothes and armor kind of merge into the body, instead of like falling off.
Oh man, you
Instead
have blind
starting
sight.
off of me. Yeah, basically fuse and merge, I suppose. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then
the amazing robe that reactivates on the crab. Just kidding.
Yeah, no, that unfortunately doesn't work that way. But all right. Go ahead and do your movement, and then we'll move on to Thorn's action.
Man, a disco crab would have been great.
Disco crab.
Disco crab.
I guess you should probably just try and get them to go after me, right? Guys?
Yeah, that's probably smart.
Do you do like a little crab dance?
Yay, crab dance.
Make yourself look like an enticing crab.
Yeah.
Bonus points for only moving sideways.
Man, there's so much I could do.
Yeah, I feel like that's the problem that everybody seems to be having.
Well, let's take care of some of the Minotaurs, I guess. So I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast, and I'll burst it in such a way so that it only gets these two magics Minotaurs.
Okay. Yeah, that's within reason. Sure.
And I have advantage because of Argos, right?
And you gain 6 temporary. Oh, you're not attacking. You're not making a melee attack.
Yeah, and I actually would have lost my attempts from that last hit.
You do get at least 6 for seeing Argos, though. Temporaries, I mean.
Oh, okay. So I have those now. All right. So first blast.
Or is that only on melee? I thought that was with any attack.
I don't know.
I don't think we ever. I don't remember, to be honest.
It should be.
I think we said it. I think we said attack.
Okay, it should be on the feet. So I think you'll get it on if you do your crossbow thing. What was the feat called again?
I'll pull it up real quick. You guys keep on going, and then we can add it up later. Oh, let's see. Conus of 8, tough mage there. Can see me and attack in a round.
When an ally can see, who can see and makes an attack. Yeah, so it has to be a weapon.
Yeah, so it could be a crossbow or a melee attack, but it can't be a spell or a cantrip.
Okay. Well, I have to do the cantrip first, so that's fine.
All right, so you bursted these guys back here. 25 to
Yes, that's
hit.
the first hit.
You're hitting the top one.
Both of them, but the top one with the initial hit.
Okay, so the initial hit does how much damage?
Two force damage, and then the
Oh.
burst will do 15 force damage.
And that's to both, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2. That's 15. Okay.
They're still up.
Yes. The one on top though seems very worse for wear.
All right, then I'll hit the one on the bottom with
Okay.
this next beam.
All right, the 22 hits. 3.
So that'll be 3 damage to him
Okay.
and 15 to both.
Ooh, look at you rolling double 15s. The top one, the burst, peels the flesh off the top one, and he's still covered in like the frost from the thunder from the snow step. And he collapses. He kind of like just freezes on the ground dead. The second one, it's 15, is almost gone. Let's see. Oh, and that burst actually also hits that. Okay, and then
Can I position the last Eldritch Blast to hit the Cyclops and the Minotaur, but just them?
Yes.
Here?
Yeah, because they're big, so you can you can aim high enough that.
All right. So this is hitting the Cyclops with the initial hit.
Okay, go for it.
So 4 on him.
Okay.
And the burst will do 12 damage to both.
All right. This, yeah, okay. This one also causes them to die. Cool, you guys got them just before it was gonna be their turn. So
Yeah, I know they're dangerous. So, and then with my bonus action, I'll shoot the Cyclops, and then this will get me my temps.
Oh, man,
and advantage in this case.
Oh, nice.
All right. Oh, you did that to the Cyclops?
Yeah, the one I'd already attacked.
All right.
So that'll be.
Yeah, the crossbow bolt goes right through. After the burst, he turns his head, and as he turns his head, the bolt like meets his eye as it turns, and you fell him.
Nice.
Oh wow, Jesus!
Sweet. All right, I did my job.
Just keep running, Xeon. We'll be right behind you. This is going perfectly.
All right, at the top of the round, Julian is going to step out, and he is going to. Let's see.
So just for the record, this round we can start counting the distance, but start counting rounds between how far Xeon is away from us.
Yeah, every time we get to him. So Andrew, every time we get to you, I need you to just keep track of how far you've run. Okay.
I hate to do this to you guys, but I can't keep playing.
Are you too hungover?
Yeah, moments ago I just got done emptying my stomach. I need to lie down. I really didn't want to miss this game, but I did it to myself. I mean, I can't. I went out drinking last night with my friends, and it's my own goddamn fault. So I think it's good. I think this is a good place to just say Xeon is running off to collect information on where that spear went.
Okay.
I'll let you, Eddie, decide on how you want to take care of it.
No problem.
Moon kind of went down, so there's no real influence there on the fight anyways. So between whatever I find, the plan for me for what Xeon was planning on doing is to find the heart to see what's going on in the middle of town.
Okay.
If things were too dangerous, he was planning on coming back to help these guys out here, so that way we could get the whole party to the center of town. But if things were not that chaotic over there, and I was able to just collect the heart unchecked. And by that I mean if there is enemies and I can still run past them, grab the heart and run, I'm gonna do it.
Alright.
But yeah.
Okay.
Xeon's still pretty healthy. He's got more than half of his hit points, so that's kind of the game plan. I gotta get going. I need to like go lie down, maybe sleep.
Okay.
Alright,
No problem, man.
Like that. So
All right, man. I hope you feel better.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No
It's my
problem.
own damn fault. Don't feel bad for me. I
Drink
did
water.
this to myself.
Oh, I don't feel bad for you at all.
Yeah.
No, you deserve every second of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Anyway,
if you feel better and you get back up a little bit later, just and you feel like hopping on, go ahead and feel free to try. And
Yeah,
see if you feel-
absolutely.
Okay.
word. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
All
no
right.
problem. You know
See you
we run
next
long.
Yeah,
So,
I know.
All right. Take care. Oh, I shrank. God, I needed to make myself big again. Give me one moment. I think it's like this. Okay. There we go. Hi. All right. Okay. Thank you everybody for hanging out. We had quite a bit of we had just like half a fight. One of the players was hungover. And I'm gonna go ahead and go out. Let's see. Let's do it again. There we go. Please comment, like, and subscribe here and on Twitch, and support me on Patreon. Thank you so much for hanging out, guys. Take care. Bye bye.